Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm doing my June wrap up. So I read a total of 11 books and they were all on my Kindle, all ebooks. June was just incredibly busy for me, like super busy. I just was working and then doing other like family things, and it just felt like I didn't really have time to read, and like I didn't really have time to do videos either, which is kind of like why I skipped a week. It was just so busy, and like I was so tired that I once slept 14 hours because I was exhausted. So it was just not a good reading month. I was so tired. I had stuff going on, but hopefully July I get like, 15 books or something. Like I didn't read like anything. Also, I'm back to faking that thumbnail where I hold up physical books that I did not read. It's just better than having like no books in the thumbnail, because I did read, it's just I didn't read physical books, Anyways, so let's just get into the wrap up. The first book I read was Mogul by Katie Evans. This is book 2 in the Manhattan companion series. It's about a girl and a guy who have like a one-night stand and they like part ways, whatever, and they bump into each other at a hotel room that she works at and he's staying at, and stuff happens basically. This I gave 4 out of 5 stars. Really solid book from Katie. I really liked it. It was sweet and cute yet hot, and I just really liked it. It was really enjoyable. Pretty Girl by Alexa Riley. This I gave 3 out of 5 stars. Not much to say about it. Then I read Verona Blood by Lily St. Germain, I think. This I gave 2 out of 5 stars. It's kind of a Romeo and Juliet retelling, kind of, not really. It's very dark. Trigger warnings for rape and assault, I think. Yeah, sexual assault. It's basically about 2 criminal families, and the main character gets kidnapped. Dark stuff happens. It's crazy, and I'm usually like, pretty good with dark romances, dark contemporary, but like this one I was okay with, but not okay with, but like I could read it. There was just no point to it, in my opinion. Like I don't get the point of it, and it ends kind of on a cliffhanger. So like you want to read book 2, but like I'm not gonna read book 2 because I just don't understand the point of the first book. Like I really don't. I'm also freaking confused as to who is who and what is what. Also because you'll kind of get it. Like it's just really confusing, and I don't know where the story will go, and I don't care. So I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. Virgin in the City by Alexa Riley. This I gave 2 out of 5 stars. Mr. Tonight by Kendall Ryan. This I gave 4 out of 5 stars. I really liked it. I am slowly enjoying Kendall Ryan's books. I think Bro Code came out last month, and like in May, and I gave that one like 3 stars. I kind of wasn't like, but this one is great. It's about a girl who basically has kind of a one-night stand with a guy, but they're interrupted by his kid. So it's kind of like really funny and cute, and so obviously the story takes off from there, but it's also she is moving into a new place, and it turns out that he's also her landlord. Yeah, I thought it was really cute and funny, and definitely a great romance from Kendall Ryan. Then I got an e-arc of one of my most anticipated reads of the year, and I talked about it in my on topic video. I talked about it in my most anticipated reads for the second half of 2018. It was on NetGalley. I requested it, and y'all, I got it. And that is Bishop by Sawyer Bennett. I'm so freaking happy I got this. Every time I've requested Sawyer Bennett's books from NetGalley, I've always gotten them. Like whoever is doing that, who's ever like accepting my requests, thank you. I really appreciate it. But anyways, this is book 1 in the Arizona Vengeance series, which is kind of a spin-off of the Cold Fury Hockey series, but it's also like they're kind of in the same world but separate characters. And this is about like a new team. It's like I think it's a new franchise. Latest expansion team. Bishop meets Brooke at a bar, they hook up, whatever, and the next day he sees her at the arena and she's in her office and he just like thinks it's meant to be, and turns out she is the coach's daughter. And when they're like talking and like about to hook up again, her dad walks in, who's the coach, and before things get out of hand, she decides to blurt out that they're engaged. And it's so cute. I freaking love this book. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. It was so cute and refreshing, and I feel like with the Cold Fury hockey series, like as much as I loved it, it was kind of going downhill in one hand. Like it was kind of feeling a little bit, not repetitive, but a little bit like it's time for like some new faces or some new stuff. And this definitely brought like a newer, fresher spin on hockey series, like hockey romance. So I absolutely love this. I loved it so much. I can't wait for book 2 and book 3. Like I'm all about this. It was just so cute and I really, really liked it. Rebels by Alexa Riley. This is book 3 in the Rebels series, and this I gave 2 out of 5 stars. It's actually like a bind up of all 3. So like book 1 and book 2 I'd already read previous, so I just read the 3rd story and I gave it 2 stars. Then I read Cocktails, which is a romance anthology, and this I gave 3 out of 5 stars. I wrote an actual review for it, which I'll link down below, and I rated each story individually, so if you want to check it out, the link is there. So this I had talked about in previous videos. It's a romance anthology that a bunch of romance authors teamed up together to kind of fight the copyright situation that happened. I'll link corresponding videos down below. Yeah, so it was for a great cause, you know, whatever. This book is huge, by the way. Like it's so big. So it took me almost a month to read. Honestly, like I think it's worth it if you want to check out some new authors and you're unsure if you want to read, you know, a full book by them or, you know, that kind of stuff. But I think it's a great cause. It's a great purpose. Like it's a great thing. I just didn't love it as much as I'd hoped. I thought like, you know, I'd be given all those 5 stars, 4 stars to each story. Not the case. There were some stories I gave 1 star, 2 stars. So it was just kind of all over the place for me. It's hard to rate each story because each author gave something different. Some stories were longer than others. Some were part of other series. So like they had characters from author's specific series, or they had brand new stories that were just like written purposely for this. So it was really hard to rate because they weren't on an even playing field. So I just basically rated each story how I enjoyed it. So whether I enjoyed it or not, I based my rating on that. Also, some stories weren't developed that much. They were super short. It was hard to give it more than like 2 stars, 3 stars. So that's why some are lower than others. Yeah, and the reason why I decided to rate each story was because I wanted to remember which authors I enjoyed stories from so I could check out their books in the future. So yeah, I do recommend it. Will I be buying the physical copy? No. It's massive and I just don't, like, I didn't love enough stories to buy the physical copy, sadly. So, and a reminder, this anthology is only available till August 26th. Then I got another arc from NetGalley, and that was Tossed into Love by Aurora Rose Reynolds. This is book 3 in the Fluke of My Life trilogy. This is the final book. This I gave 4 to 5 stars. It was really cute. I really liked it. This is about a girl who has had this biggest crush on a firefighter who clearly does not like her. He's like really mean to her and all that kind of stuff, and she's really close to his family who run this pizza place. His dad like has a heart attack, I think, and so she has to help him run the pizza place while his dad is healing, and they fall in love, you know, typical stuff. It was just really cute. I really liked it, and I am sad this trilogy is over, but I think it's really cute, and Aurora just gets better and better with her writing and her storytelling, and I just love this one. It was great. The next one I read was Fixed Forever by Laura Lynn Page. This is the 6th book in the Fixed series. This takes place several years after the initial trilogy. This I gave 4 to 5 stars. In my opinion, it's really unnecessary. You don't have to read it. I mean, if you loved Hudson and I can never say her name, Alana? If you loved them and their love story and the first 3 books, you'll love this book. I loved it. It was great. It was nice to see where the characters are at, you know, this stage in their life, and there was kind of like a mystery element to it. I just thought it was great, and I did give it 4 out of 5 stars, so. And the final book I read was Getting Schooled by Emma Chase. This I gave 3 out of 5 stars. I liked it, didn't love it. It's kind of hit or miss for me with Emma Chase. I enjoy her books, but there's only a select few that I love. This one was really cute. It's about a girl and a guy who dated in high school, and they were like, you know, high school sweethearts, whatever. They go separate ways after high school, and now it's like a few years later. He is a teacher and a coach, and she is like doing some art stuff. Her parents get into a car accident, so she has to go back home to help take care of them. Her and Garrett kind of get back together, I guess. I'm not explaining it very well. It's a lot cuter in the book than I'm explaining. It's a very, very cute and sweet book, but I just didn't love it as much as I'd hoped, but it was still really great and I highly recommend. So those are all the books that I read in the month of June. Let me know how many books you guys read last month and which one was your favorite. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, follow me on all my other social media, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.